Welcome everyone. Today, I'm introducing you to a revolutionary training system, Intensity Overload Training, or IOT. If you're looking to maximize hypertrophy, push your intensity limits, and optimize recovery, then this system is for you. At its core, IOT is a high-intensity training system where intensity itself is the key variable that we progressively overload over time. Now, IOT is not just another version of HIIT, or high-intensity training, as popularized by Mike Mentzer. While it shares some principles, it takes intensity progression to a whole new level. In IOT, we progressively increase intensity over a structured training block. This is done not just by adding weight, reps, or time under tension, but by increasing exposure to intensity itself, meaning more set intensifiers and reaching failure more strategically. In IOT, we progressively increase intensity over a structured training block. This is done not just by adding weight, reps, or time under tension, but by increasing exposure to intensity itself, meaning more set intensifiers and reaching failure more strategically. IOT is built for muscle growth. We expose muscles to controlled tension and strategic overload, triggering hypertrophy. And while this system isn't purely strength-focused, increasing contractile tissue will naturally enhance raw strength as well. We don't just look at volume as the number of sets and reps. In IOT, volume is about the precision and quality of work. Because high-intensity training can easily lead to burnout, volume must be properly modulated to ensure recovery and maximize muscle stimulation. Think of intensity like fire. If controlled, it's a powerful tool, but if mismanaged, it burns you out. Recovery is a crucial pillar of IOT. Adaptation and growth only happen if you're managing stress and allowing proper recovery between sessions. IOT is not random. It follows a structured progression through micro, meso, and macro cycles. Each training phase is designed with specificity, ensuring that intensity is systematically increased over time without compromising recovery. While some principles of IOT can be beneficial for beginners, the full system is optimized for those who already have a solid training foundation. New trainees don't need this level of complexity to see progress. A common misconception is that intensity equals heavy weight. In IOT, intensity is not just about load. It's about how much exposure to failure we accumulate. Whether using light or heavy weights, intensity remains the key driver. Unlike many systems that rely on tracking numbers, weight lifted, reps completed, percentages of 1 rep max, IOT focuses on intensity progression. Yes, strength gains will happen, and you can track them if you want. But the primary goal is exposure to intensity, not just numbers in a logbook. Some believe that high-intensity training must always be low volume. IOT challenges this idea. Instead of viewing volume as fixed, high or low, we adjust it dynamically based on intensity exposure. Some training blocks will have lower volume, others higher, but the key is quality over quantity. Think of it like tanning. A person with lighter skin may start with just 5 minutes of sun exposure, while someone with darker skin may tolerate hours right away. The intensity, like the sun, is the same. It's the exposure that changes over time. That's how IOT treats volume, by adjusting exposure to intensity. IOT is about pushing your limits, training smarter, and maximizing your results while keeping recovery in check. If you're ready to take your training to the next level, it's time to embrace intensity overload training. Want to learn more about IOT and get a structured training program? Reach out, and let's get you started.